أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة. حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الحمد لله الحمد لله العزيز الذي عز فقهر، الجليل الذي جل جلاله فقهر، والبر المتعالي الذي تعالى في وحدانيته فقدر. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ولا نظير له ولا مثيل له، لا ملجأ ولا مهرب منه ولا ظفر. ونشهد على سيدنا وسندنا ومولانا محمدا عبده وحبيبه ورسوله، أرسله الله تعالى رحمة للعالمين. إنا شكره القمر وسلم عليه أجره، صلى الله تعالى عليه وآله وأصحابه وأزواجه ذريته الكرام وأتباعه وخلفائه راشدين مرشدين مهديين من بعده. خلفاء راشدين سيدنا أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي ذوي القدر الجليل على بقية الصحابة والتابعين رضوان الله تعالى عليهم أجمعين. أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون، اتقوا الله تعالى وأطيعوه. إن الله مع الذين اتقوا والذين هم محسنون. قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتاب المنزل على النبي المرسل: وما خلقت الجن والإنس إلا ليعبدون ما أريد منهم من رزق وما أريد أن يطعمون إن الله هو الرزاق ذو القوة المتين. صدق الله تعالى ربنا الكريم. أيها المؤمنون الحاضرون، السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Jumu'ah Mubarak to everyone. The last Jumu'ah of the month of Safar al-Khair. Take your precautions. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu khudhu hadrakum. Take your precautions. This is the last week of the month, contains a day, they say 70,000 bala, troubles, comes on earth. 70,000 in Arabic means many, not only 68, 69, 70. Means kathira. May Allah save us. Everywhere apologies to Shaykh Ismail. Everywhere Shaitan is waiting. Mirsad ambush. Inna Jahannama kanat mirsad. Jahannam, Shaitan, is waiting for believers and unbelievers also, but unbelievers already in the pocket. It's after unbelief, there's no more sin. It's enough to be full, record. But for believers, especially dangerous. Shaitan is waiting to ambush the believer safer if they're sleeping. I have to go back and remind myself, and wants to take benefit. Shaykh Nazim, he used to say to us, Allah bless him, be like a soldier on the battlefield. Not we're going to fight people and kill people, but we're engaged in a spiritual struggle with our ego, with shaitan, with dunya, with hawa, shahwa. And like a soldier on the battlefield, he has to be alert. Anytime they might be shooting at you, sniper might be, rockets might come, artillery might come, something might come. You have to take cover, you have to move carefully, you need to be alert, you need reconnaissance, you need intel, you need to be aware of your situation. Mada ya sha'al ya ram sha'al. Our Shaykh used to call on the help of Shah Mardan, Sayyidina Ali, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Ali ennobled his face, holy face. He was given the title Shah Mardan, Sayyid, what's the other word? Maidan. Maidan, same. The battlefield, the field of struggle. If a person sets off on the spiritual struggle against his ego or her ego, against shaitan, against dunya, and against the endless desires never to be satisfied with what Allah gave us, we put our foot onto that field of struggle, that battlefield. Has to be on a battlefield a commander, someone looking out over the whole field that knows the different components, that knows what to do, knows what's the strategy. You see, corporal or private takes into his hands a strategy from the top, is going to mess everything up. Everyone has their part. We have to ask Medad, first of all, to look after our situation, not to fall into heedlessness. Make us able to be in touch with spiritual headquarters. When Sayyidina Omar, Omar ibn Khattab, he was Amr al-Mu'mineen, he dismissed Khalid ibn Walid as commander-in-chief and put another one. What's the name of that? Abu Ubaidah. The one from the Jabal, from the mountain. The Muslims were caught in a bad position of a battle, and the enemy was coming from behind the mountain. And Sayyidina Omar, he was able to reach to Ubaidah? Saria. Yeah. He was able to reach to Saria through Wi-Fi. They didn't have in those days walkie-talkie. He used his heart's Wi-Fi. Ya Saria, Jabal, the mountain. Go to the mountain, take care from there. And Saria was able to gather his troops to defend. He put him in charge because he was able to contact. ask from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're not commanders in chief or anything like it, but we're weak ones, struggling. We need to ask a means of contact so those who can see wider. So Ramadan, he sees the whole field. We only see a small part. Easily they can come from behind or underneath. Jahannam al-Qanat Mirsad. Jahannam is waiting as an ambush for the believers. Shaitan al-Qumadun. Quran says they see Shaitan and his shayateens, they see us from a place where we can't see them. Is Quran or no? They see us and we don't see them. When we fall into heedlessness, quickly attack comes. Something comes to make us to calm down. You have to pull over and change the tire. Allah make us to be alert. Alertness at the first blow. When Shaitan intrudes with something, quickly to catch it at the beginning. I'm saying to myself, if you don't catch it at the beginning, Shaitan's power comes up, our power comes down. He puts us down with its attacks. Well, I didn't like to say his for Shaitan, its. He puts us down with its attacks. Therefore, we have to be alert. We have to ask, this is a tariqat khutbah. We're not teaching fiqh or tafsir or rabita. It's going to be necessary for the murid on the spiritual battlefield, murid or murida, to be in touch with their shaykh, with headquarters, to know where to put our foot, not to be asleep. Not to be asleep. Nowadays, it's especially dangerous. We have so many things occupying our senses. Overload. It's a sensory overload. We have one computer screen, two computer screens, phone screen. People talk hundreds of things at the same time. Like the people works in the air traffic control, FAA. They burn out. They have 100 things on their occupying their mind at the same time. After a while, they need to be sent to Hawaii to relax. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to take time sometimes during 24 hours of sensory overload. We have to take time. Fafiru ila Allah. Return to Allah. Return to Prophet. Return to our Shaykh. Take time to refresh our hearts and our senses, and to be refreshed, to be alert, to be connected, to be alert for the attacks of Shaitan coming to destroy believers. Shaitan's only target to destroy believers. It can't do anything by itself. It doesn't have armies and rockets and missiles, but it attacks through the thoughts. It comes between husband and wife. It comes between parents and children. It comes between brothers. It comes between neighbors. Coming quickly and lighting its fire. Surah Maryam, Allah says, have you not seen how the shaitans incite the unbelievers against each other with hatred? The kafirina in that ayat, it doesn't mean non-Muslim. It means those who forgot their Lord. Kafir means to cover. It doesn't mean no belief. It means to, you know the truth, but you covered it over, you forgot about it, you turned away from it. You can be Muslim and still for a moment turn away from truth. You forgot. Generally speaking, okay, but we're talking the struggle, moment by moment. We're asking to be increase our heedfulness, our riyada, spiritual exercises, zikr and fasting and praying, and is of no use if it doesn't increase our hudur, our presence with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For sure. Fear of Allah. Makhafatullah, as Sayyidina Ali used to say. You have that, then we supply you with everything you need, he said. If a person has makhafatullah, no need to memorize the whole library. When you need it, it comes. Line is open. Our line needs to be open. That's makhafatullah. It's an important target for us to strive for. Ask Allah to grant us that makhafatullah, to open our line. Rabbi Habli istidad in Canada, li kabuli faydika. Right? An open line to be with you. Ya Rasulullah, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Not to be away from you. Oh my Shaykh, not to be away from you. When we turn away, quickly a problem comes. Something comes to remind us until we return. We spoke yesterday, the Shaykh used to tell about a majdoob. Two kinds, majnoon and majdoob. Majnoon crazy, majdoob crazy for Allah. One is taken down, one is taken up. No one can understand them. They're not perfect awliya yet. They didn't reach in return to be able to explain to people. But they're taken to a different level, and people can't understand what they say. They say strange things or behave in strange ways. And people sometimes laugh at them, especially children, as I say yesterday. There was one majdoob in Damascus, Shaykh Nazim used to say. Boy, he was walking along and saying, slapping him, saying, go to your home, go to your home, go to your home. People say he was a crazy person. Let's go to your home. You will see somebody walking down the street saying, go to your home, go to, you say he's nuts. And children are laughing with him, laughing at him and throwing things at him. And Grand Shaykh explained to Shaykh Nazim, he's saying to himself, oh, myself, go to Allah, go to your home with Allah. Allahu yadu ila dar as-salam. Allah is calling to the real home of peace. If I was in my real home, it's not coming on me. Go to your home, return to Allah, be with Allah. Open your line. To be with Shah Mardan, to be with Awliya, to be with Prophets, Allah. May Allah open for us. This is the month of Safar, the month of difficulties and bala. But its official name, Safar al-Khair. Safar the good. How? Because all those slaps are a means to return to Allah. To avoid those slaps coming on us, we have to return to our home. Thousands of times, 70,000 times a slap, because we didn't return to our real home. We didn't return to our Lord. We're busy with everything else and wondering why things happen to us. That's why Shaykh Ismail quoted Hadith of Prophet, don't follow superstitions. Don't say this happened because of the moon, or because of this, or because of a black cat, or because of an owl, or because we did something. Come back to your real size. Shaykh Hashem said, everything happening only from Allah. You're alone in your Lord's presence. Make yourself all right with your Lord. He makes everything all right with you. It's a general good advice for everyone. Make yourself all right with Allah. He makes everything all right with you. Don't say, my wife is shouting at me, Don't say my cat bit me. Don't say my car went. Say I did something wrong. But we're stubborn. Ego is stubborn, wants to blame the other one. Say, astaghfirullah. 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 Tawbat. Tub to Allah. May Allah grant us this month. If 70,000 slaps, 70,000 is still far. 70,000. Tub to Allah. Tawbah. أرعشنا الكلام وبلغ المذام كلام الله مليك العزيز الألام كما قال الله تبارك وتعالى في الكلام وإذا قرئ القرآن فاستمعوا له وأنصتوا لعلكم ترحمون. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن للمتقين في جنة ونهار في مقعد صدق ملك مقتدر. الحمد لله من كريم والصلاة والسلام على رسولنا محمد وعلى وأصحابه أجمعين تعظيما للنبي وتقريبا لفخامة شان شفيه. وقال عز وجل من قائلا مغفرا وآمرا إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد الذي هو سيد البشر وخير العرب والعجم مولانا والمولى العالمين مخترمين سيدنا أبي القاسم محمد يا أيها المشتهون لنور جماله مخرجون شفاعته صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وآل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وبارك له على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الصلاة والسلام على خير خلقه محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. اللهم اهدنا من فضلك فيما هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت إنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك وإنه لا يذل من وليت ولا يعز من لديك. تبارك ربنا وتعاليت فلك الحمد ولا ما قضيت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. صلى الله على النبي وآله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم اكشف عنا من العذاب وبلاء ما لا يشفه غيره. اللهم اغفر عليك السخي رحمة ولا تجعلنا من القانتين اغفر وارحم أنت خير الراحمين. اللهم افتح لنا فاتح قريب أنت خير الفاتحين فقتل دابر قوم الذين ظلموا. الحمد لله رب العالمين. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات أحياء منهم الأموات برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. واغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. وانصره عدوك وعدوهم يا أرحم الراحمين يا الله. رب اجعل من لدنك وليا اجعل من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وكان حقا علينا نصر المؤمنين. اللهم افتح لنا أبواب السداد بأيدي مدد إن الله لطيف بالعباد يا غارة الله يا غارة الله